Good day, Cancer viewers. I am Sarah B, and you're tuning in to Just B.E.E Tarot. Thank you for your awesome energy. Thank you, of course, for joining me. And I would love if you would kindly click on the subscribe button, like, and if you can click that little bell to get alerts for when I post or when I go live. That's happening a little bit more lately. It'd be appreciated. Leave a comment too if this reading resonates with you, or even if you just want to give some feedback. It's all appreciated. Today I'll be doing a reading for mid-month June 2020, and this is going to be a romance reading for the Cancer Collective. So I'm shuffling the first oracle deck right now to get the overall energy of the reading for my Cancer Collective. Spirit, what do we have for our Cancers in romance? What do they need to know for their greatest good? I see it, I see it. Oh, all these? Okie dokie. Okay, so we have dragon power, joy, protection, and flow. So I feel like you have definitely, first of all, your ancestors, your guides and guardians are surrounding you. You are divinely protected. So if you're ever feeling alone or that you can't turn to anybody, it's totally false. You are surrounded by people who love you and are protecting you. I also see that you are a pretty laid-back personality. I feel like that is something you might have had to work on. I think that you probably have gone through a lot of things in your journey so far that has made you really just be like, you know what, I just have to go with the flow. I'm at a point where I can't be upset about everything. I can't let everything get under my skin. And I feel like you have really gotten much stronger in your journey. And it's created this sense of calmness and joy in your life. I feel like, though, sometimes people mistake this joy and happiness for weakness. And I feel like you often have to demonstrate that, no, you are a powerful, independent human being. You are choosing the path of happiness and are choosing the path of positivity to get you through all the bullshit that's going on in the world, all of the bullshit that you might have to overcome in your journey. All right, so let's move ahead onto tarot. All right, tarot. Spirit, what do we have for our Cancer Collective for June, mid-month? Reading for romance, the Cancer Collective. What do our Cancer viewers need to know for their greatest good for June 2022? I'm reading for Cancer, shuffling for Cancer. What do they need to know? Excuse me, for their greatest good in romance for June 2022. What does our, thank you, our Cancer Collective need to know? Can I have one more card? This one, thank you. Okay, so we have Ace of Fire. We have Justice. Hanged Man. And the Three of Earth. Okay, so I feel like you entered a relationship and were feeling lots of passion and heat for somebody. It might have been started as only physical. However, I feel like you started to strike a balance of this wanting to establish a relationship, getting to know somebody, becoming more a part of their life. I feel like you started to create a balance of this passion and fire to an intellectual, caring relationship. And you were started to see the big picture. You started to want to hang out more. You started to be enlightened by this person. You started to connect. And right now I feel like you're working on things. You know, I feel like this relationship is moving forward and you're putting in the work to get it there. So let's see if we can clarify. Spirit, can you clarify the Ace of... Thank you. Oh boy, we got 3 major arcanas. So we have the Tower. We have Transformation. And we have the Hermit. All right, there is a big change coming in for you. And this might directly affect your person. I feel like you're called to make some big changes. And you're trying to find what makes you happy. I feel like you have wanted to make this change for a long time. See, I think the change is going to be because of this Tower moment. Because you were forced to make a change. The universe is going to force you to make a change. And I feel like this change is going to bring you lessons. And that's when the transformation is going to start. Instead of taking these changes as something bad, you're going to take them as lessons learned. And then you're going to start to transform and make these changes. And you might find yourself in solitude. You might find yourself being more introspective, questioning why, you know, how am I like this? Why am I doing this? You know, what are my goals? How am I going to get there? I feel like you're seeking a lot of questions from your higher power. I feel like you're going to turn inward to try to get those questions answered and listen to your guides and guardians while in this process. All right, Spirit, what do you have to clarify the Justice card for our Cancer Collective? Excuse me while I pick that up. We have Transformation. Spirit, do you have more clarification on the Justice card for our Cancer Collective? Can I have more clarification? Okay. Okay, so Temptation is, it's devil energy, which is obsessive behavior, which is addiction. It could be something like as bad as addiction, like I said, obsession. It could be something as simple as sitting on your phone while you're hanging out with your person. You know, whatever is taking you away from your relationship, whatever is distracting you from your relationship is what is tempting you. So we have the 6 of Air, the 3 of Air, and the Seven of Earth. So I feel like you've been trying and planting seeds and manifesting some change, which we already know you want to change. You want to grow as a person, and that involves this changing of whatever behavior you're putting forth, whatever it is that's distracting you from the relationship. So you are manifesting and calling in for help, calling into your ancestors, guides, guardians, to help you, to guide you on your journey. For you, something has left you heartbroken. Maybe you've had to give people up, or gone a different path, or had to say bye to someone, or there's a loss of some kind, a heartbreak of some kind. And I feel like you might have had to step away. I feel like maybe you had to step away with somebody you were truly connected with. If you can see these two birds over here. I feel like maybe you had to step away from somebody. See this other third bird sitting on her wing? You're being called to step away, called, like, just disconnect with somebody, or maybe you are, or just maybe you're the single bird over here, not the single bird, but the alone bird, and that's you stepping away from the crowd, stepping away from friends, stepping away from people who are distracting you from where your transformation. They're not good for your journey. And I feel like this is breaking your heart. You know, you're very sad about this. But you also know you have to do what's best for you and your people in your life, your family, the stability of yourself. And this is going to bring you to calmer waters once you have transformed. This is going to bring a sense of calmness and joy. Remember I mentioned that earlier? All right, Spirit, what do we have for the Hanged Man? Can you clear the Hanged Man for me, please? Can you clear the Hanged Man with one more card, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, so I have you... Okay, we have the Five of Water was the first card. Two of Fire, and the Eight of Earth. Now this Five of Water is again you being distracted by something, not looking at the relationship. Your energy is focused somewhere else. And I do see that this might be work. So it's hard for to tell anybody to put work on the back burner, especially now in this economy. It's hard for anybody to say you have to take a step back from creating stability to create stability, you know. But you know, because you're working so much, because you're putting so much work into something other than your relationship, it might be causing a break in your relationship. It might be causing some tension. And I really think that if you can, if you're able to try to create some moments in your schedule to connect with your person, to make sure your person is getting attention and being cared for. Okay, because Two of Fire is the card of separation. So I feel like if you're not working on this, and I do see that you want to work on it, but you have to put forth the effort. So if you're not working on it, then I feel like somebody else will gladly fill your shoes. I think this is Spirit giving you a heads up, like maybe you or your person need to stop working so much and tune into what's really important. You know, these moments in life aren't going to last. You know, tomorrow's not promised to us. This could all end. And to feel love and to be loved, that's pretty freaking important. And if you have somebody who loves you and you're at work all the time, or, you know, doing something for work all the time, then take a second guess at where you want to be. Spirit, can you clarify the Three of Earth for our Cancer collective? Can you clarify the Three of Earth for our Cancer collective's greatest good? What do they need to hear for this romance reading for June 2022? I see it. Thank you. Okay, so the first card that I'm smirking because the first card that came out is the Hierophant. The second card that came out is the Magician. You're being asked to learn some lessons, to seek guidance from people who know more. Maybe go to counseling. Yeah. I feel like... Yeah, so like I said, first was the Hierophant. And then the Magician. And then the Ten of Fire. So I feel counseling is what I'm hearing, or learning more about each other, learning their love language maybe. But there is definitely a lesson that needs to be learned. Or, I mean, this is the end of a cycle. Ten of Fire. It's feeling overwhelmed. And if somebody in a relationship is overwhelmed, it needs to be addressed before it turns into something much more overwhelming. Something needs to be addressed. And sadly, I don't see much communication happening here. You know, what do we have? One Swords card. There's no messages. There's no communication. Are you even talking to each other at this point? You got to open up. Tell each other how you feel, because you don't. This is not something. This needs to be worked on. This is the only messages or communication card that we really have in this reading. So it's so important. Communicate, communicate, communicate. All right, so let's see if I can... What Spirit has to say with these romance cards. Ah! One more. Spirit, what does Cancer need to know for romance for June 2022? What does Cancer need to hear for romance? No for romance. What does Cancer need to know? Anything here? Okay, so far we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by a religious upbringing and spiritual path. Maybe they're not leveling up with you. Maybe you're feeling yourself changing and becoming more spiritual. And they think it's a bunch of woo-woo. Which happens. Sometimes you're asked to leave people behind so you can level up, and it's you wouldn't be the first person it would happen to, but it does suck. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Let's see if I can get one more. Can I get one final card for our Cancer Collective Spirit? Too many. One final card for our Cancer Collective. While I'm shuffling, don't forget to click on that like button, subscribe, click that bell for updates. Be most appreciated. Thank you, Spirit. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. All right, Cancers. Like I said, please click like and subscribe. I'm taking personal readings. Please see the description box on how to book one. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye, Cancer.